Welcome to the Shark Tank, where entrepreneurs seek an investment to start, grow, or save their business.
We're looking at breaking 10 million.
Yeah, everybody's intrigued now.
If the Sharks hear a great idea, introducing Mark Cuban, they'll invest their own money.
I give you $1.5 million. I start with 50%.
And fight each other for a deal.
I have no idea what these guys are talking about. What are you going to do, big guy?
But the entrepreneurs must get the full amount they're asking for, or they'll walk away with nothing.
Give her a deal.
I'm not trying to make friends. You want a friend? Buy a dog.
Oh, my God.
I don't care.
Who are the Sharks? They're self-made business experts worth billions. Kevin O'Leary is a shrewd venture capitalist who made his fortune selling a children's educational company for over $4 billion. Damon John dominated the fashion world with FUBU. Now he's the branding expert behind multiple global brands generating billions in sales. Robert Herjavec, son of an immigrant factory worker, founded one of the world's preeminent cybersecurity firms. Lori Grenier, the queen of QVC, holds over 100 patents and has launched over 400 products, grossing over $500 million in sales. And Mark Cuban, renowned billionaire tech mogul and the outspoken owner of the Dallas Mavericks. First into the Tank is an innovative way to get the most out of your workouts.
Hello, Sharks. My name is Patrick Whaley, and I'm the founder and CEO of Titan. I'm here seeking $500,000 for a 5% equity stake in my company.
Yowza.
Titan is a patented, form-fitting weighted compression gear that is designed around the human anatomy. Our apparel uses gel weights as inserts that are the same density as your own muscle tissue, and you can also heat it or freeze it. So it's great for healing sore muscles and improving recovery times. I'm here today to show you that there is a better way to train. The only question left is, which one of you Sharks can keep up?
Talk science to me.
Sure. We've had increase in lactic acid threshold. We've had increase in max VO2 levels. We've actually had athletes gain 2 inches on a max vert.
I don't give a damn about what the athletes do. You're not talking science. You're just trying to give me anecdotal information. Talk science to me.
Okay. The concept is being able to wear a suit that is designed around the human anatomy. The gel is the same density as your own muscle tissue, so when you wear it, it becomes a part of you, which becomes an internal load versus an external load. It's like training on Earth and competing on the moon.
So you're telling us with a padded bra, I can jump 13% higher?
Now, the concept is our 8 pounds feels like a 20-pound weight vest.
So you're saying it's just like the old ankle weights that we used to wear when we were kids?
Exactly.
It makes you feel lighter?
Right. Ankle weights and wrist weights.
So wait, you want to give me a valuation of, what is it, $10 million for ankle weights?
Wait, don't beat the guy up.
You gotta have vision. It's about what it's going to be worth. Patrick, can I see one? Year.
Thank you.
How much does it weigh?
It actually weighs 8 pounds. We also have weighted shorts that are about 5 pounds.
There's weights that you can put in clothing that those have been around for years,
exactly.
Right? So when you're saying this is a little better design?
What I'm saying is that wearing a weight vest applies all the weight on your shoulders. When I was younger, I was always the skinny kid in school. Yeah. And I used to overstuff my book bag with books and do shoulder shrugs on the way to class, trying to bulk up my shoulders. The problem that I realized is that applying all the weight on your shoulders actually ruins your posture and causes you to slouch.
What are your sales? How much money are you making?
So last month, we almost broke $1 million in revenue.
What? Wow. Last month?
Last month alone, yeah.
$1 million. Okay. The sales are impressive. What's your background? Are you a doctor?
I'm a mechanical engineer from Georgia Tech, specialized in biomechanics. And I actually developed this while I was in school.
And where are you selling this stuff?
Mainly online retailers. We're now talking with multiple brick-and-mortar stores. We just sold to the largest medical distribution company in the United States.
So last year, how much did you do?
We did about $600,000 revenue.
What did you net off of that?
Last year was an interesting story. In 2012, I actually closed a deal with a venture capitalist. They decided that it was in the best interest of the company for us to actually bring on an executive chair. We burnt through the entire investment within 6 months.
How much was the investment?
It was about $1 million.
What? This guy blew through the money. What did he do wrong?
There were charges that I wouldn't have made. There were decisions that I probably wouldn't have made. However, as of last week, I actually bought them out.
Okay, where did you get the capital?
Actually, from sales. We're about 30% net profit.
Do you have any debt?
We have no debt.
Do you own 100% of the equity now?
Between me and my father, we own 100% of the equity.
What will the sales be this year, Patrick?
We're looking at breaking 10 million this year.
Wow.
Possibly 16, depending on inventory. I mean, right now we're sold out.
You're going to break 10 million this year?
Easily, yeah.
So who's your primary customer?
the military and CrossFit.
And they're willing to pay how much for a shirt?
Right now we sell a 3-part system for $250. It comes as a cover shirt, a pocket shirt, and a full set of gel.
How much do you sell it to the stores for?
$137 or so.
Why do you think that you're going to hockey stick to $10 million?
We have about $1.4 million of purchase orders that I can't fulfill. And the reason is because I'm taking all the profit to then buy out my investors and try to get a clean slate.
I'm struggling with your $10 million valuation. It's all based on you hitting a stratospheric growth rate.
We've already hit it.
Well, you haven't hit it.
You haven't hit it yet. And so I have to pay for next year's sales as if they've already occurred today.
But Patrick, my BS meter is going through the roof. Because I say, you know what? I want all my guys on the Mavericks to jump 13% higher. Okay, great. I bring you to the Mavericks. Sit my doctor. Patrick says he can increase our vertical leaps of all of our players by 13%. That's the truth?
Yeah, the research studies are proven. We've had studies from Texas Tech, Penn State, multiple other universities.
And what was the research into?
Using weight to increase max vertical, to increase your max
That's nothing new. That's anything.
But what we've done is we've made it better.
And again, you gave me an anecdotal example.
Sorry about that.
Why not get somebody to say, this is why we're a better solution?
We are getting that research from multiple universities.
See, my meter's going nuts! Right? Because why not just have one university study it in depth and come back with an answer? But when you say this university, this...
But it's also a marketing effort as well. We're now exposing more universities, more colleges.
I'm out.
Patrick, okay. Let me take another crack at it. You're straddling the line. Mark has real athletes, professional doctors. Either you're in that market with a tremendous amount of credibility that you can stand up to claims like that,
Yep.
or you say, this is purposely geared towards the weekend athlete like me. My challenge is, you're very unclear.
I'm not
Evasive
trying to do that at
answers.
all. I mean, we've had all the research validated with Under Armour.
Okay, even when you say that, you're making generalizations, you don't point to specifics. You make me uncomfortable. If I'm not comfortable with the person, I'm out.
Obviously, I'm not a sports guy. I look at it as a consumer. If I were a guy and I wasn't buff, I'd wear that into the gym and I'd feel better about myself. But it's not hitting me as something that I want to invest in. And so for that reason, I'm out.
Okay, forget all the research stuff. What you have and what you should have focused on, I believe, is sales. You have sales. To me, it's apparel, maybe extreme apparel, and it has the merits and the risks of the apparel industry. So I'll make you an offer. I'll give you $500,000 for 15%. Values at around $3.3 million. I think it's intriguing what's happening here. You know, and your style is kind of fit into the arrogant ass factor. I'm okay with that. I'm not trying to make friends. You want a friend? Buy a dog. I'm trying to make money, okay? I can be your investor. Maybe we'll be friends, who knows, but you are a bit of a
Oh my God.
I don't care. Look, you need honest partners. I'm one of those. All right?
Well, I mean, I'm sincerely sorry that you feel that way about
don't
me.
feel
I mean,
sorry.
But there is an offer there, $500,000 for 15%.
Now, I don't hear any other offers.
I'm going to put an offer on the table. First of all, I'm having the same challenge that the other sharks are having. I don't know if I should trust you or not.
Well, I am an Eagle Scout. I don't know if that helps.
Well, I don't know. Before I make the offer, what do you want to utilize the money for?
Inventory. We are completely sold out. We get inventory in 24 hours. It's gone.
Okay, that's a good problem. So I'm willing to give you the $500K for 20%.
That's higher than Kevin's.
Yes, because I'm willing to handle the inventory and handle the production. All right, Patrick, you've got two offers. Time to make a decision.
Three sharks are out. Patrick has two offers on the table, $500,000 for a 15% stake from Kevin and $500,000 for a 20% stake from Damon.
You can counter.
You really would tell these things to people?
Yeah.
Some guy's going to just put this thing on, try to do too much, drop dead of a heart attack.
Anyway, training.
Yeah, but no, but he's making claims, and he's trying to live up to the claim.
Don't let the floor get away from you. You've got two offers here. Mark's starting to talk. Don't lose the opportunity. Either counter or take the deal.
I'm fine with a $5 million valuation if we can try to get there. If we can get there, we can make this thing a stratospheric success. We're already growing.
Patrick, stop selling.
I mean, Damon, look, you're in the apparel industry. You've been there. You've had people tell you it couldn't be done. I need you to believe in me. I know I can get this done. I'd love to have you on board.
You'd love to have me on board for $500,000. Well, my $500,000 is my buy-in to help you produce and manufacture and run everything.
I think he said no, Damon. He made you a counter. I don't want to say no to anybody. I'm 10%.
It's not enough equity. It's too small. I'm going to stick at 15%. It's reasonable. It's a 3.3 mil valuation.
Would you mind doing it at $750,000 for
No, $500,000 is a lot of cash.
All right, so I'm going to have to stick it to 20.
Patrick, what are you going to do? Damon, I'd love to take your offer.
All right. Wow. Nice.
Thank you, sir.
I thought maybe you were coming here not to make a deal.
No, I wanted to make a deal. Actually, I picked you. I wanted to do.
Why were you being so difficult?
I wasn't trying to be difficult. I mean, we have a lot of proof and validation.
It's because they screwed you over the first time, right? Yeah. I got you. You're just going to have to validate this stuff.
It's all validated.
And we're going to prove these guys wrong.
Congratulations.
Kevin, you are Mr. Wonderful.
I know that with certainty.
All right. Thank you all. The hardest part about going into the Shark Tank is you have a split second to make a decision. It was extremely ferocious, and at the end of the day, I made a deal with Damon. It was probably the best deal I've ever done.
So you felt comfortable partnering with him. Does he have $1 million in sales or not?
He was romancing the truth. Listen, maybe he's a jerk, but now he's my jerk.
In Season 5, we watch Melissa and Rick Hinnon make a deal with Barbara Corcoran for their fashion sock company, Grace & Lace.
We came in with a strategy, and we knew who we wanted.
Let's see what they're up to now.
We always knew that Barbara would make the perfect partner for us.
Not only has she given us incredible advice, she has opened up incredible business opportunities for us.
Joanna, Barbara Corcoran.
Barbara, how very nice to meet you.
I brought Melissa and Rick to meet Joanna Coles, the editor-in-chief of Cosmopolitan magazine.
We've got a few samples we brought for you today.
Cosmopolitan has 17 million readers a month. We want to be in the pages of Cosmopolitan. That's what's going to happen.
We've decided to feature Grace & Lace in our February issue.
This is huge. I mean, the chance for our brand to be in a major magazine like this blows my mind.
A year before Shark Tank, we had done a little over $1 million in sales. Not even a year later, we have over $6.5 million in sales. We are ecstatic about what Barbara has done for us and the reach that this could provide.
These are fabulous.
The greatest thing about our success is that it has positioned us to give back. We recently went to India to open 2 Grace & Lace orphanages. We were able to take 100 kids off the streets and give them food, a bed. It's a cause that means so much to us, and we hope to continue to make a difference in the world. We chased our dreams, and now we're seeing them come true. It's a beautiful feeling.
I'm Eric Van Holtz, and I'm a beardsman from Spokane, Washington. I totally live the bearded lifestyle all the time, and it takes a lot of work to take care of a beauty like this. The best part of having a beard this awesome, being able to show it off. And the best place for that is a beard and mustache competition. Are you guys from here? I didn't always have this beautiful face name right here. I used to work as a financial advisor at a big bank. Their policy was no facial hair. I left my job because I'm a beardsman and it's in my blood. And that's when I had a glorious idea. There's all types of beardsmen out there. There's never been one brand to unite them until now. I've been growing our business organically through our profits, but I hadn't been able to pay myself a dime. So much of being a man is providing for your family. And it's always going to be a chip on my shoulder until I can bring in the support my family needs. With the Sharks investment, that's going to happen. What's going on, Sharks? It is your boy, Eric Van Holtz with Beard Brand, coming to you today with an opportunity to purchase 15% of our business for $400,000. Now, Damon, I don't know what you're doing in 2012, but I myself was at a beard competition, and I learned a very important thing. So back then, beardsmen were thought of as lumberjacks or hippies, and what I noticed was a new type of beardsman, something we coined the urban beardsman. Now, these are men who are passionate not only about their facial hair, but also their style, their careers, and their independence. So we united the community and started offering them some really awesome products. Beard oil will soften up your beard, help eliminate beard flakes, and Smells fantastic. All you gotta do is drop a couple drops in your hand, rub it into the beard. Now, we are in the renaissance of the facial hair revolution. And Beard Brand is leading the charge. We see a huge opportunity in the marketplace. With your partnership, we will change the way society views beardsmen.
So, Eric, can we see the product?
Yeah,
Thank you. I can smell it over here. Oh, it's a beard kit.
So
Scissors.
trimmers,
Thank you.
comb.
Whoa.
This stuff smells great.
Is this kit for guys with like serious beards?
So this is like the ultimate kit on the face of the planet. Like we spare no expense there. We got fine black walnut corners. We've got incredible products.
Okay, so do you have any sales?
Do we have sales? Absolutely.
So what I need to hear is you've got some revenue before I absolutely go to town on you. Because, you know, you're asking for $2.6 million for your Beard Brand box of stuff.
Yeah, I think my valuation is actually a pretty good deal.
Well, tell me more.
So we actually launched this business 17 months ago. So the first 5 months, we did $9,000 in sales. The second 6 months, we did $188,000.
Better?
And the most recent, we did over $600,000.
Wow.
So all total, we've done over $800,000.
You know, I have to say it surprises me because I know it's back in style, but there's so many things that go through my mind as a female about a beard like that.
Like what, Lori?
Lori, everybody's intrigued now.
Can I touch it?
Yeah, come on up.
Scratch that puppy, Lori.
Lori, you're not supposed to touch the people.
Oh my God. It's a little...
Lori, what does it feel like?
Yeah, come on up. You can all touch it.
Really?
Touching no other man's beard? What's wrong with you?
Damon, are you not comfortable touching another man's beard?
No!
I've
I'm not
never-
touching a woman's beard either, so don't worry about that. Lori, sit down.
The reason I have a beard is because down the line, my mom, my grandma, they all dig the dude with a beard.
So chicks dig beard. That's what you're saying. What?
Like, think about it. Of all the animals out there, humans are one of the few breeds that actually grow facial hair. It's a sign of love and passion that women are attracted to.
Is there something in that oil that will like keep food from getting stuck in it?
So you think you're gonna hang out with him and a chicken wing's gonna drop out of his beard?
Our company doesn't sell $800,000 by selling to just guys with giant beards. We cater to all beards of all lengths.
Eric, are you selling this online? Is this a retail?
So we launched with an online store.
What will sales be this calendar year? I had a lot of hair once, then I ran into deals like this, and look what happened. Okay, so let's go. What's the calendar year?
It would be 1.2 million, at least.
And how much would you make?
Our net profit is 25%.
But you're putting a value on your business of $2.6 million.
Eric, you've got a lot of high quality stuff in here. What's it cost you to make?
That's about 170, and that will cost us about 60 or 70 bucks.
How low can you get your cost?
Our beard oil is the majority of our sales.
What percentage of the business is the oil?
Probably about 60%.
Wow. And what's your margin on the oil?
And so we retail these anywhere from $20 to $30, and then our margin is between 85 and 90%.
Why are you doing all this other mishigas when you've got something that's 80% margins, that if you keep your beard, you've got to keep on replenishing it and buying more?
Yeah.
You know, it'd take nothing to store and ship all that stuff.
The big thing for us is building a brand and being more than just a product company.
But you're missing the point, right? You're going high end, and it's going to be very difficult to scale. You might get the $5 million in sales, but at that point in time, it's hard for us to get our money back. And for those reasons, I'm out.
All right, all right.
You know, for me, I'm not a beard guy. I just don't see it. I'm out.
For a company to go from zero to over $100,000 per month in sales, I'm sure you guys don't see a lot of that.
Look, you're doing well, but what's the market for this? Not for women, not for kids, not for men without beards. So the only thing that came to my mind was the Amish, and they don't have TVs. So I'm out.
So how do I get my $400,000 back? That's a lot of dough, my friend. Your business is worth about $500,000 to $600,000. Your price has a crazy valuation of 2.6. I would have to own pretty well the whole thing, and then you become my beard slave. That's it. I'm out.
So leaves the final beardsman, the most beautiful man in the room.
I like this guy. I like this guy.
This guy gets it.
What are you gonna do, big guy?
I fell in love with you. You are the beard whisperer. You live this life. I think you're going to do $2, $3, $4 million. I love investing in people. So I got caught up. I was actually going to give you an offer, but then I had to go back to the valuation. I wouldn't get my money back until my beard was long like Moses, right? So I'm out.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Take it easy.
As a woman, I can't stand beards like that.
You were
I really
dying
can't.
to go up there and touch his
Lori,
beard.
I think you like them.
Yeah.
I felt
Lori, you were doing too much giggling.
You were like a little schoolgirl.
Look at her blushing now. She was all over that beard.
Next into the tank are entrepreneurs with the next generation of karaoke machines.
Hi, Sharks. My name is Eric Berkowitz, and the guy next to me.
My name is John DeVecca.
And together, we're co-founders of the company Singtrix from New York, New York.
We're seeking $1.5 million in exchange for 5% of our company.
Ooh, wow. You got some sales, I hope.
Singtrix is the most exciting and revolutionary singing experience that's ever been created. Now everybody can sound like their favorite rock stars with no experience necessary.
In order to prove the power of Singtrix, we had to find a really awful singer. So my partner John is going to be singing for us.
La 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 la.
Enough. This time he's going to sing it through the Singtrix unit. It's going to help him sing in tune. It's going to pitch correct him, and it's going to add live vocal harmonies. All right, let's get you guys going.
Let's get some energy.
No clapping? It's just me?
We're concentrating.
There we go. Right here.
Wow. That's crazy.
Go high.
Amazing.
Nice. What we're going to do for you guys right now is we're going to cycle through some of the effects that are in the unit itself.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing from the Dallas Mavericks, Mark Cuban!
You guys are good and terrible. They're good and terrible.
Warning, Matthew alert,
Oh, hi, Lori. You got a beautiful smile. Let's get together after this show. You like to play guitar, right?
Wow.
Nice.
Amazing.
So the unit has over 350 different effects. You can now have a man sing like a woman. You could have a woman sing like a man. You could sing in your favorite baritone voice. It'll work with any type of music.
So, how'd you come up with this?
Back in the 90s, we had a drumming karaoke game called Drumscape.
I built the Drumscape in my parents' garage when I was 26 and filed all the patents, which turned out to be related to Guitar Hero, the earliest patents.
Fast forward, we wind up selling our patents to Activision.
Did you do well?
We did very well.
How much is this going to cost the average consumer?
Well, right now, the bundle, the 40-watt speaker, the stand, the studio, and the microphone, it's $345 at retail. We just came out 6 months ago, so this is our primary SKU.
What are your sales for the last 6 months?
$1.2 million. How many
In
units
the
is
last
that?
6 months, but I want to make sure we're
4,000
clear
units.
on this.
4,000 units.
All right, dollars that it costs you to make this bundle, dollars you sell it out to a wholesaler or a distributor for.
$150 is our landed cost. Wholesale would be like $265.
Tell me what's going to happen from here on in. You're saying the company's worth $30 million. It's not based on the historical sales.
Here's where we are. We have a very large consumer electronics company who wants to take over our distribution in the U.S. and in Europe. So we're expecting to sell 30,000 units this year.
Is this an exclusive that they have?
It would be an exclusive. Here's where it's easy. If we sell 30,000 units this year, which is not a lot during the holiday season, times $250 to $300, you're at somewhere between $6 to $8 million at a 40% margin.
Yeah, but your cost is going to ramp up, guys. As you get to that 6 to 8 million, you're going to have to build out infrastructure.
It gets messy. So, what are you going to use the money for?
Well, to go with this distribution deal, that money's going to be used for making new products.
It's not just about somebody writing a check. We've had lots of people offering us money at the valuation that we put out there. But for us...
30 million. 30 million.
At 30 million.
Really?
Yes. We're not looking for somebody to just write us a check, say, here's the money, go. We want to get involved with people that are going to make us better.
Here's what I hear. There's a reason why you're looking to do a licensing deal with this company. That's because it's going to take a boatload of cash to get you where you need to go. 1.5 isn't going to do it because it's heavy inventory. Then on top of that, you're going to have to spend a boatload on marketing and advertising, which is one of the reasons you're here. From where I sit, I don't see it working. I'll be a customer, but I won't be an investor. So for those reasons, I'm out.
And we respect that.
Let me throw out an offer here. Here's how it's going to work. I give you $1.5 million. I start with 50%. If you give me back my $1.5 million, within 18 months, my equity drops down to 10%. At the end of it, if we're successful and you do these deals as you suggest, 30,000 units, we're left with two things. I have 10% and a $2.50 royalty on this device in perpetuity.
There it is.
Listen, I think that's a very fair offer because either you believe in your future or you don't.
Kevin, does the royalty kick in only after you get your money back?
Yes. You guys have a better offer, let's hear it.
I'm going to make you an offer. I'll make it very simple and very clean. I see this as a long-term play. I'll give you $1.5 million for 20%.
Wow, that's expensive.
Thank you for the offer.
Thank you.
Well, you guys are impressive, and I'd like to be involved here. I like what Kevin offered you.
What?
I would go 1.5 at 30%. You pay me back my money, and I'll go down to 15%. And then I also would like to make $250 thereafter in perpetuity per unit sold.
So what happened to you, Lori? Did Kevin bite you in the neck last night?
I don't know.
I think this structure makes a lot of sense. I'd join her on that deal. What's reasonable for you in terms of how fast you can pay us back?
That would be if we accepted the offer.
Yeah. I mean, the question is, what is the offer worth monetarily that we couldn't get outside of this tank?
I'll tell you the answer. Shark Tank 2 Sharks. That's what it is.
When you're growing this quickly, that is the worst time that you want to be paying somebody back.
Robert's done it in a way where it costs you a lot more equity.
No, I've done it over the long term.
No, you've cost them a fortune.
I've done it over the long term.
Well, where we're at right now is...
Wait a minute. I think I can help you in some areas. I represent Ultra Music for licensing, as well as a lot of artists. I'm underwritten by Samsung, so I can make the equipment. My offer is $1.5 million for 25%, but I will finance all your orders going forward. That means you will not need any capital for orders.
If you covet your equity, which I believe you do, you look at our offer. What are you going to do?
Well, we're willing to increase our percentage.
So we'll offer $1.5 million for 7% of the company.
Are you kidding? 1.5 for 7? You came up a whole 2%?
In this world, when you're dealing with startups...
Well, I'm sorry, guys.
No. In this world, we deal with reality.
I got to tell
What
you.
are you talking about, guys?
I don't know what planet you're on, but we're here on Earth in the Shark Tank.
Hear this. We've done this before. We made Guitar Hero. That was the biggest game. You made Guitar Hero. You didn't sell Guitar Hero. There's a big
that's
difference.
a big difference. I'm out.
Guys, I'm out.
We're so far apart.
I'm out. You are the classic. You're dead to me. You gotta go. I'm out. So turn around, please.
The question is, was it a matter of ego, or was it a matter of dollar and cents? Mr. Wonderful is always saying, I'm here for the money, for the money, for the money.
Not for the percent.
This was a money deal. There was money there.
Big money. Next into the tank is a product designed to give kids a sense of independence.
Hi, Sharks. My name's Talia Goldfarb, and this is my friend Tegan. Hi.
Hi.
I'm seeking $60,000 for 10% equity in my company, my Self Belt. The belt kids can fasten themselves. As you know, a toddler's favorite words are, all by myself. These words could not have been more true when I was potty training my 2-year-old son, Jake. He was doing so well with his newfound independence, and I couldn't have been more proud. But without the bulk of a diaper, his pants no longer fit. He would run and play with one hand holding up his pants. It was ridiculous, and nothing existed to solve this problem. I needed a belt that was easy for Jake to use, would keep his pants in place, and could be quickly undone at a moment's notice when he was racing to the bathroom. Droopy drawers?
No,
no more.
Our belt serves the role of a regular belt, complements any outfit, but the closure can be done with one hand. Ta-da!
Oh, cool.
Since we launched, we've had great success, but there are many avenues for growth, such as licensing, the uniform market, and international expansion. We know that your expertise can help get us there. Who wants to cinch up a deal?
Me.
Tegan, you want to pass out the belts? Tegan's going to give all of you a belt to look at.
Tegan, thank you very much.
Thank you.
How old are you, Tegan?
5.
5. Wow. I like your belt. It's got pirates on it. Damon, why are they called pirates? Because they are. I think this is too small for me.
Okay, so the parent in the morning snaps the belt around a belt loop, and it becomes attached to the pants. Then it weaves through the loops like a regular belt, and the child can open and close it with one hand, as you saw. So it keeps their pants in place, always cinches to the right spot, always keeps their pants up, and they always have a successful I did it myself moment. Tegan, can you say bye to the sharks?
Bye, sharks. Give her a deal.
All right, bye. Good job, Tegan.
Don't you need multiple sizes because they only have the flexibility of the 1-inch of Velcro in terms of expandability?
We do, but we've been in business for a little while, and we've proven that people are eager to buy the next size up when their child outgrows.
My concern is that it forces you to carry much more inventory because you need so many sizes.
It's true.
This is typical Kevin. He wants to look for all the negative in the product right away. Tell us the positive. Tell us how long you've been in business. Tell us your sales.
Sure. So we launched almost 10 years ago. In September, it's our 10-year anniversary.
Congrats.
As I said, thank you. The last year, our sales were $205,000.
What were they the year before?
220.
Ooh.
And what about the year before? The last 3 years, we've had a slight decline because we're sold online and also mainly independent boutiques. And when the recession hit, we found a lot of our boutiques were struggling. They really were being more conservative. Even big catalog we were in went bankrupt. I didn't want to be wasting my money and spinning my wheels knocking on people's doors who did not want to take anyone's call. And so we decided to kind of put a pause and to focus online and to weather out the storm.
You can't blame the economy for 3 years of declining sales. You can't. What price do you make them at?
Canvas is $220, the leather's $350.
Okay, and then you sell them for how much?
Wholesale $845 and $945 for the leather.
What about big box retailers?
We were on a pretty high trajectory, and then we kind of leveled out. And that's because the big box stores, they became very narrow. But I feel like now the wholesale stores are being more open-minded again. I feel like we're on a
My concern is over 10 years to top out at $200,000 on an item as basic as a belt. It really is.
I don't feel like it's declining. To be honest, the first 5 years, I'm balancing motherhood. I had 3 little kids.
I'm going to guess the size of the market is around $100 million a year. Why do we have so little of it? What is holding you back?
I think I've been learning, and I think I've learned a ton about my market. Unfortunately, the economic climate impacted growth, but I've been spending that time thinking bigger. I shouldn't be pounding the doors of independent small boutiques. I should be thinking about licensing my closure to Land's End, Izod, The Gap.
Have you reached out to them?
That's one of the reasons I'm here, is to have a strategic partner. I think someone like you can come in and really help make things happen. We have international patents.
Look, you need a strategic partner, but you're looking for somebody to do the things that in reality you needed to figure out over 5 years. We're not talking about a one-year startup.
But I know the path. I just need a little help opening those doors.
You have all kinds of issues. The market's telling me this is not working. I'm sorry. 200,000 in sales is not a lot in a market that's much larger than this.
It is. It is much larger.
So the market has spoken to me, and it said, not worth doing a deal here. I'm out.
Okay, thank you.
Don't thank me.
No, thank you for your feedback. I would love to fix it. I know I'm at the point where I need a partner.
Talia, you've always been at the point where you've needed a partner.
Maybe so.
Right? You pretty much had the same amount of sales every year.
So many stores have closed, and I feel like my strategy to wait that out instead of continuing to bang on doors.
Wait for what?
Well, wait for
more boutiques to open up?
Wait for that wholesale side to be open to talking to people, which they are now.
Okay, so what you're saying is the business is declining and you just want to wait for it to come back?
No, we were focusing online.
If a product is a great product, whether the markets crash, the economy's bad, a good product survives and actually continues to thrive. But one of the things that I think here is really lacking is your drive and determination to, no matter what it takes, every morning you wake up with, you know what, this isn't working, but I'm going to do this. I don't care what obstacles are in my way. It's not who's going to let me, it's who's going to stop me. I don't see that in you. I'm out.
Talia, let me tell you where I'm at. There are 2 types of warriors. There are people who want to sit on top of the hill and be strategic, and there are people who are in there fighting hand-to-hand combat. Sometimes you gotta do both.
Sure.
You're up here.
When I started my business 10 years ago, I thought we would do $5 million in sales the first year. My ego is this massive. Guess what we sold? 400,000. So guess what I was doing? I was in there making cold calls, going out there every day. You gotta hustle.
We're doing a big 10-year, it's for a 10-year launch, we're doing a big marketing push. We are attending
Hey, stop looking for the positive. Look for the objections.
Well, what I'm trying to show you is the opportunity.
Hey, you're not listening.
I am.
You're
I'm
not
hoping that you
listening.
can see the opportunity.
You know what? The worst lies you tell in life are the ones you tell yourself. As you're standing there, you're selling yourself.
I'm trying to sell you on our great product.
Oh, you're not listening to him, right? We agree you have a great product. We've all said that, right?
Right.
I didn't say that.
Well, you talked about the market. You just
The
said it was a
market
good
says
product.
this product's $200,000 a year.
Potty training is a $500 million industry.
Yeah, but not this one. I don't need to hear more opportunity. I'm out.
Okay.
I don't mean to be rude, right? I don't. I want you to be successful, right? I see the foundation of a business. At least you've got a good product.
I do.
You're not a killer. And for that reason, I'm out.
Damon, I think you'd be an amazing partner. You who I came here hoping would be intrigued by what we've done so far. I know you invested in Mission Belts. I would love for you to become a belt mogul, and I would love for you to take a chance. I mean, I know our product. I know what it needs.
Okay.
I know what people like about it.
Four sharks are out. Talia has one last chance to make a deal for her children's belt company, Myself Belts.
Damon, I would love for you to take a chance. I mean, I know our product. I know what it needs. I know what people like about it. I know how to make it grow.
So, for the last 5 years, you came into basically a recession. You pivoted, you moved around, you figured a way to then go on to how online is thriving right now, and you stayed around the same number. I have no idea what these guys are talking about.
But that's typical. He rarely does.
Yeah, well, that's what's so great about us, you know. I'm going to take a risk on you. I'll give you $75,000 for 25%.
I'm so grateful. I'm so excited that you don't hear what they're saying. Could I counter and say 20%?
Oh, golly.
Well, our sales are $200,000. We have international patents and international...
Oh, really? The 5%? Oh, my gosh.
I'm just asking.
You know what? I want to string you up for your belts, but the Velcro won't hold.
No, because that's what I want my partner to do and not accept anything. You know what? You don't get unless you ask. Now, of course, no on the counter, but I do like that. I believe in you. $75,000 for 25%. And that's my final offer.
Okay, I accept. Thank you so much.
You gotta get really excited about that. They just beat you up.
He's expecting that. Thank you all very much.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Beat that girl up for no reason.
I feel like I was just in a fist fight. It was unexpected because I've worked so hard. I know who I am. But when David came in and swooped in, I felt so good.
Next time on Shark Tank, we salute Veterans Small Business Week and America's entrepreneurs who have also served our country.
I'm a former United States Marine. Hoorah!
Thank you for serving our country.
How many did you sell last month? Probably like 40.
You know, life is full of obstacles and failures, and when we face that, we don't give up.
I'm going to make you an offer. Nobody knows what it takes like a SEAL does.
That is a big mistake.
Go beat him up.
Next, you won't believe who gets caught on camera sleeping while at work. An all-new 2020 starts now. Welcome to the Shark Tank, where entrepreneurs seek an investment to start, grow, or save their business.
We're looking at breaking $10 million. Everybody's intrigued now.
If the Sharks hear a great idea, introducing they'll invest their own money.
I give you $1.5 million. I start with 50%.
And fight each other for a deal.
I have no idea what these guys are talking about.
What are you going to do, big guy?
But the entrepreneurs must get the full amount they're asking for, or they'll walk away with nothing.
Give her a deal.
I'm not trying to make friends. You want a friend? Buy a dog.
Oh my God.
I don't care.
Who are the Sharks? They're self-made business experts worth billions. Kevin O'Leary is a shrewd venture capitalist who made his fortune selling a children's educational company for over $4 billion. Damon John dominated the fashion world with FUBU. Now he's the branding expert behind multiple global brands generating billions in sales. Robert Herjavec, son of an immigrant factory worker, founded one of the world's preeminent cybersecurity firms. Lori Grenier, the queen of QVC, holds over 100 patents and has launched over 400 products, grossing over $500 million in sales. And Mark Cuban, renowned billionaire tech mogul and the outspoken owner of the Dallas Mavericks. First into the tank is an innovative way to get the most out of your workouts.
Hello, Sharks. My name is Patrick Whaley, and I'm the founder and CEO of Titan. I'm here seeking $500,000 for a 5% equity stake in my company.
Yowza.
Titan is a patented, form-fitting weighted compression gear that is designed around the human anatomy. Our apparel uses gel weights as inserts that are the same density as your own muscle tissue, and you can also heat it or freeze it. So it's great for healing sore muscles and improving recovery times. I'm here today to show you that there is a better way to train. The only question left is, which one of you Sharks can keep up?
Talk science to me.
Sure. We've had increase in lactic acid threshold. We've had increase in max VO2 levels. We've actually had athletes gain 2 inches on a max vert.
I don't give a damn about what the athletes do. You're not talking science. You're just trying to give me anecdotal information. Talk science to me.
Okay. The concept is being able to wear a suit that is designed around the human anatomy. The gel is the same density as your own muscle tissue, so when you wear it, it becomes a part of you, which becomes an internal load versus an external load. It's like training on Earth and competing on the moon.
So you're telling us with a padded bra, I can jump 13% higher?
Now, the concept is our 8 pounds feels like a 20-pound weight vest.
So you're saying it's just like the old ankle weights that we used to wear when we were kids?
Exactly.
It makes you feel lighter?
Right. Ankle weights and wrist weights.
So wait, you want to give me a valuation of, what is it, $10 million for ankle weights?
Wait, don't beat the guy up.
It's about what it's going to be worth, Patrick, and I see one here.
Thank you.
How much does it weigh?
It actually weighs 8 pounds. We also have weighted shorts that are about 5 pounds.
There's weights that you can put in clothing that those have been around for years,
Exactly.
right? So when you're saying this is a little better design?
What I'm saying is that wearing a weight vest applies all the weight on your shoulders. When I was younger, I was always the skinny kid in school. Yeah. And I used to overstuff my book bag with books and do shoulder shrugs on the way to class, trying to bulk up my shoulders. The problem that I realized is that applying all the weight on your shoulders actually ruins your posture and causes you to slouch.
What are your sales? How much money are you making?
So last month, we almost broke $1 million in revenue.
What? Wow.
Last month?
Last month alone, yeah.
$1 million. Okay, the sales are impressive. What's your background? Are you a doctor?
I'm a mechanical engineer from Georgia Tech, specialized in biomechanics. And I actually developed this while I was in school.
And where are you selling this stuff?
Mainly online retailers. We're now talking with multiple brick-and-mortar stores. We just sold to the largest medical distribution company in the United States.
So last year, how much did you do?
We did about $600,000 revenue.
What did you net off of that?
Last year was an interesting story. In 2012, I actually closed a deal with a venture capitalist. They decided that it was in the best interest of the company for us to actually bring on an executive chair. We burnt through the entire investment within 6 months.
How much was the investment?
It was about $1 million.
What, this guy blew through the money. What did he do wrong?
There were charges that I wouldn't have made. There were decisions that I probably wouldn't have made. However, as of last week, I actually bought them out.
Okay, where did you get the capital?
Actually, from sales. We're about 30% net profit.
Do you have any debt?
We have no debt.
Do you own 100% of the equity now?
Between me and my father, we own 100% of the equity.
What will the sales be this year, Patrick?
We're looking at breaking 10 million this year.
Wow.
Possibly 16, depending on inventory. I mean, right now we're sold out.
You're going to break 10 million this year?
Easily, yeah.
So who's your primary customer?
The military and CrossFit.
And they're willing to pay how much for a shirt?
Right now we sell a 3-part system for $250. It comes as a cover shirt, a pocket shirt, and a full set of gel.
How much do you sell it to the stores for?
$137 or so.
Why do you think that you're going to hockey stick to 10 million?
We have about $1.4 million of purchase orders that I can't fulfill. And the reason is because I'm taking all the profit to then buy out my investors and try to get a clean slate.
I'm struggling with your $10 million valuation. It's all based on you hitting a stratospheric growth rate.
We've already hit it.
Well, you haven't hit it. You haven't hit it. And so I have to pay for next year's sales as if they've already occurred today.
But Patrick, my BS meter is going through the roof. Because I say, you know what? I want all my guys on the Mavericks to jump 13% higher. Okay, great. I bring you to the Mavericks. Sit my doctor. Patrick says he can increase our vertical leaps of all of our players by 13%. That's the truth?
Yeah, the research studies are proven. We've had studies from Texas Tech, Penn State, multiple other universities.
And what was the research into?
Using weight to increase max vertical, to increase your max
That's nothing new. That's anything.
But what we've done is we've made it better.
And again, you gave me an anecdotal example.
Sorry about that.
Why not get somebody to say, this is why we're a better solution?
We are getting that research from multiple universities.
See, my meter's going nuts! Right? Because why not just have one university study it in depth and come back with an answer? But when you say this university, this...
But there's also a marketing effort as well. We're now exposing more universities, more colleges.
I'm out.
Patrick, okay. Let me take another crack at it. You're straddling the line. Mark has real athletes, professional doctors. Either you're in that market with a tremendous amount of credibility that you can stand up to claims like that, or you say, this is purposely geared towards the weekend athlete like me. My challenge is, you're very unclear. Evasive answers.
I mean, we've had all the research validated with Under Armour.
Okay, even when you say that, you're making generalizations, you don't point to specifics. You make me uncomfortable. If I'm not comfortable with the person, I'm out.
You know, obviously, I'm not a sports guy. I look at it as a consumer. If I were a guy and I wasn't buff, I'd wear that into the gym and I'd feel better about myself. But it's not hitting me as something that I want to invest in. And so for that reason, I'm out.
Okay, forget all the research stuff. What you have and what you should have focused on, I believe, is sales. You have sales. To me, it's apparel, maybe extreme apparel, and it has the merits and the risks of the apparel industry. So I'll make you an offer. I'll give you $500,000 for 15%.